Imagine a country where companies can get lucrative grants for artificial intelligence, but only if they treat their workers fairly. Welcome to Singapore, where the Minister of State for Digital Development and Information, Jasmine Lau, just dropped a bombshell. The government will take action against firms that accept AI grants while treating workers unfairly, and this is a game changer. The minister acknowledged that companies will make commercial decisions, including cost-cutting measures, but warned against overly short-term thinking. But that's not the real story. The minister's statement is a clear indication that Singapore is shifting its focus towards a more sustainable and equitable approach to technological advancements. And this is where things get interesting. With the rise of AI, many companies are looking to Singapore as a hub for innovation and investment. But with great power comes great responsibility. The question is, what happens when companies prioritize profits over people? The answer is, they might just lose their AI grants. The Singaporean government has been actively promoting the development and adoption of AI, with various initiatives and grants available to businesses. However, it seems that the government is now taking a closer look at how these grants are being used. And if companies are found to be mistreating their workers, they can expect consequences. But it gets bigger. This move by the Singaporean government could have significant implications for the global tech industry. As AI continues to transform the way we live and work, the need for responsible and ethical practices becomes increasingly important. And Singapore is leading the charge. But what does this mean for regular people? For starters, it means that workers in Singapore can expect better treatment and more job security. It also means that companies will have to rethink their business models and prioritize sustainability over short-term gains. And that's only part of it. The ripple effects of this decision will be felt across the globe, as other countries and governments take notice of Singapore's bold move. Experts are already weighing in, saying that this is a step in the right direction. This is a wake-up call for companies to re-evaluate their priorities and values, said one expert. The future of work is not just about technology, but about people, but there's more. Historical comparisons can be drawn to the Industrial Revolution, where workers' rights were also a major concern. And just like back then, governments and companies are being forced to adapt to the changing landscape. What could happen next? Well, for starters, we can expect to see more companies prioritizing worker welfare and sustainability. We might also see a shift in the way AI grants are distributed, with more emphasis on ethical and responsible practices. And as the world watches Singapore's experiment, we might just see a new standard for the tech industry emerge. But for now, one thing is clear, Singapore is taking a stand against AI grant abuse, and the world is taking notice. With the minister's statement, the country is sending a strong message that workers' rights are non-negotiable. And as we move forward in this new era of technological advancements, it's imperative that we prioritize people over profits. The clock is ticking, and the world is waiting to see what happens next.